Attack number 17 brings us to the transaction of what I call the grappler wants to go to the ground. In other words, I am dealing with a tackle. This brings us to the issue of ground fighting. As an Agana practitioner, I try to avoid to go to the ground. However, we have did extensive research on ground fighting systems that are out there, so we understand what the objective is, therefore I can fight it back. Ground fighting scenarios and survival training techniques will be covered in another tape. The techniques that I'm covering on 17 and 18 is against the tackle. In other words, what do I do when he comes in and tries to take me to the ground? I want to avoid going to the ground. Again, there's a lot of liabilities involved. Number one, I can only deal one-on-one. I cannot deal with multiple attackers as soon as I hit the ground. It's very bad in a street fight. Number two, the asphalt and the pavement in the street is not as forgiving as a mat in a training environment. You're out there on the pavement, it's hot, maybe it's cold, there's rocks, it's going to be painful to you just as much as to him if you go into grappling. And number three, weapon deployment. He pulls out a knife on the ground and it's going to get very ugly very fast. So in other words, I'm going to try to avoid that by redirecting my techniques and my defense against a tackle.